Your name and date of birth, just to confirm I got it right, and then I'm going to see you want a glass of water or something. What's your first name? Come on, Nick. Huh?
Nikolas.
Spell it for me.
Okay.
Come on, I'm old. You got to talk so I can hear you. N-I-K. O.
L.
Okay. A-S. And what's your middle name? Come on, man, speak so I can hear you.
Jacob.
Jacob. J-A-C-O-B. And what's your last name?
Cruz.
Cruz. Okay. Again, man, unless you want me to sit in your lap because you're talking so quiet, you're gonna have to speak so I can hear you. Let's get a little closer to the table so me and you can communicate. What's your date of birth? Okay, you need to relax because I'm the last detective or policeman you're going to have to talk to. So right off the bat, that should be somewhat comforting to you to know that I'm the last guy you got to talk to. But the thing about it is, look at me. I got to be able to hear you. Okay? So all I want to do is get basic information from you, and then we'll get into the, whether you want a glass of water, all that stuff. Nothing I got to do is going to be confusing. I just need to get your date of birth off the top of my head. What's your date of birth?
09.
January?
09.
09 September.
24.
What is it?
24.
24.
98.
98. And how old does that make you?
19.
19. Okay. All right. Let me do this. You want a cold water? You don't know if you want cold water? It was hot out there. I know I'm going to get a cold water, so if I come back with a cold water,
I don't deserve it.
whether you deserve it or not, do you want a cold water?
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Well, I'm going to bring in two because I want one. It was hot, and if you decide you want to have it, that's fine. But again, I want you to understand. I'm the last guy you're going to have to talk to. What's happened has happened, but now me and you have got to kind of communicate so I can hear you, and again, I'm going to ask you, things about background, and then things about what happened. Okay, but you gotta relax, and I'll bring in some water. You sure you don't want something to eat? Okay. 19 years old. Where were you born? What city?
I don't know.
You don't know? Do you know what state?
Florida.
Florida. Have you lived down here your whole life?
Yes.
Okay. But you don't know what city? You don't know what hospital? Okay. All right, so you were definitely born in Florida. Okay, let me go get those waters, and I'll be right back. Okay? Of course, I have so many different keys. All right, I'll be right back.
So as you could hear in that exchange, Nikolas Cruz was saying he did not deserve any water. He just pantomimed a gun to his head there in the video. Detective headed out to grab him some water, asked him several times where he was born. Cruz was not able to tell him what city in which he was born, but he did tell the detective that he was born in Florida. So the detective here trying to establish some basic information about Cruz at this point, where he steps out briefly to go and get him some water. You can see from looking at him that it appears that he had blood drawn, some sort of test done at the hospital, and now he is visibly biting his own forearm. He was biting his wrist there, appears very upset. So we will check back in and see, as the detective returns to the room, what Cruz says to him. But clearly in this video you can see not behaving in a normal way, trying to bite on his arm, and very reluctant to communicate with that detective who was asking him some basic questions like, would you like something to drink? Tell us where you're from.
Do you know him?
Because the questions I'm asking you right now are just your background questions. Okay? You know, I understand what we're going to talk about is going to be difficult. I understand that certain things are going to be hard for you to explain to me. But you're the only one who can explain these things to me. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to ask you some background stuff. It's real simple. You know what city you were living in the last, say, week or two. How long have you been living with your friend?
4 months.
4 months. Okay, I gotta take notes because I'm old. What's your friend's name?
I can't remember.
You can't remember? Do you know him from where?
School.
Okay, and the school you know him from, again, some of these questions are gonna sound stupid, but I need to know, what school do you know him from? From Douglas?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know his nickname, or do you know what do you call him?
Do you know him?
What is it?
Do you know him?
Do you know him?
Do you?
Yeah, of course. Again, I've already told you, certain people have given me background about you. I need to hear it from you whether it's true. You can't worry about, you know, who your friend is at the moment, because I'm just trying to find out where you were staying.
Is he okay?
What?
Is he okay?
Yes. I told you I was going to turn off the phone and then I forgot to do it. Alright, is he okay? From what I understand, he's okay. But, again, I got to get a little background information, like where you're staying, your phone number. You know, some of the things I'm hearing out there, I need to know if it's true or not. Okay, so what name do you call him by?
Brother.
Brother? Okay. And you've been staying there 4 months. Is that where you stayed last night at his house?
I can't remember.
You can't remember. Okay.
I can't remember anything.
Okay, well, I think you can remember, but we'll get into that as we get into it.
Try.
Okay, I mean, again, as we get into this, what about your phone? Do you have a phone?
I lost it.
When did you lose it? Today?
Today.
Okay. What kind of phone is it?
I don't know.
Okay, is it a flip top, an iPhone, a Samsung? It's a phone. What's the number?
I can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Nick, like you said, the questions are going to get a lot more difficult than
I
what
can't
your phone.
remember, dude.
Okay, but when?
I can't remember, dude. I can't.
Okay, Nick, calm down.
Okay.
You've already been medically cleared. I know what's going to be talked about is difficult, but again, you don't remember your phone number. How long you had the phone? How long have you had the phone? Nick, the doctor's already looked at you.
Okay.
Okay, you're fine. You're not having any problems at the moment, and you're perfectly fine. So calm your breathing down, all right? And I want to believe certain things that you're going to tell me, but, you know, if we're getting to where you're going to hyperventilate over a phone number, okay? All right.
All right.
So what's your phone number? Huh?
954.
Okay, 954
821.
821. Calm down. Take a deep breath.
107.
107.
107.
What is it?
107.
Okay, there's one more.
20.
Okay, 954 821
2007.
2007.
No. 1007.
1007. And again, going back to what kind it is. Do you know if it's an iPhone, a
I
Samsung?
don't know.
How long have you had it? Every kid knows what the phone is, man. I got kids your age.
Ever since my mother died.
I know, I heard about that. That's what I was going to talk about next. Alright. So, but you had, since your mom died, how long has your mom passed?
can't remember, I think.
Okay. This year or
November.
last year?
November.
November? Okay.
200.
How much?
200.
200? For all of them, or what, each of them?
Each of them.
Each of them? And how many think you had? Any other policeman, what I just read you? See if I can figure it out. How long have you had that gun?
A year or two.
A year or two? Did you buy it yourself?
Yes.
Where did you buy it at? I mean, you were 19, right? So, did you buy it from a gun store or did you buy it from a friend?
Gun store.
A gun store. How much you pay for it?
$560.
You remember the name of the gun store?
No,
Was it, you know what city it was in?
I don't know.
Was it Broward County or Dade County or Palm Beach? I mean, you remember the price, so. You remember
Margate?
Margate? Okay. Is it like a pawn shop or like a real gun store? Got a lot of guns? Okay. Did you buy all the magazines there? Where'd you buy the magazines?
Online?
Online? How much did you pay for them?
$200.
How much?
$200.
200? For all of them or what, each of them?
Each of them.
Each of them? And how many think you had?
I don't know.
Okay. But when you bought the gun in Margate for $560, how many magazines did it come with? The little 5-round magazine, or did it come with one of the big ones?
30-rounder.
Came with a 30-rounder? Okay, did you buy any other guns there? No? Is that the only gun you ever owned? Other than the pellet gun you shot the chicken with? Have you ever owned any other guns?
Yes.
What kind of guns have you owned in the past? Any other rifles? Any other handguns?
No handguns.
Okay, so you had other rifles. That gun, you've had, how many months you think?
2 years.
3 years?
2 years.
2 years? Have you ever taken it out to the range and fired or anything, or was today the first day you ever fired it?
I shot in my garage.
You shot in your garage? In whose house? Your mom's house? How many times did you shoot in your garage?
2 times.
Just 2 bullets or 2 different occasions?
2 bullets.
What were you shooting at?
Ground.
You shot the gun in the garage on the concrete?
Yes.
It didn't bounce all over hell in creation?
No.
Did it go into the concrete?
Yes.
Wow. You ever take it to the range or anything like that? Have you ever fired a gun like that before in your ROTC training? No? Have you ever fired a gun like that ever with anybody? Any friends and anybody else like that? What made you choose out of all the guns to want to buy an AR-15?
Cool looking.
Cool looking? Okay. Now, when you bought it, I mean, it was a legitimate purchase. They gave you a receipt and everything, right? So you bought it legally, right? Did you fill out those forms and everything? Okay, you remember those forms? Okay. All right. Now, 3 years ago when you went to Douglas, and obviously you stopped going there. Why did you stop going there?
My depression worsened.
Your depression worsened, and what was going on? Did you just stop school on your own, or did some incident happen where?
Yes, some incident.
Well, what was the incident that happened?
Fought a kid.
You fought a kid? You remember the kid's name?
Ian Shingle.
Ian Shingle? And did you guys both get in trouble for the fight, or?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, what did they do? Suspend you?
they suspended me.
Okay. And what happened from there? After you got suspended, you go back to school?
Yeah,
Okay. What happened? Why'd you stop going there then?
I felt embarrassed.
You felt embarrassed because you got suspended, or you felt embarrassed because of why?
Because of the fight.
Okay. Well, what was embarrassing about the fight? What were you guys fighting over?
A girl.
A girl? Well, what was embarrassing about it? I mean, did he get the better of you? Was that what was embarrassing, or you
Yes.
just, he got the better of you? Okay. Now, you said you didn't have a lot of friends when you were at school. Who was the girl? What was her name?
Emily.
Emily? Was she his girlfriend, your girlfriend?
My girlfriend.
Your girlfriend? So what were you guys fighting over?
Talking.
That he was talking to your girlfriend? Okay. All right, so you go back to school. What ends up happening? You just stop going to school out there, or you got into more problems?
Got into more problems.
What was the more problems?
Failing class.
Okay.
Not going to school.
Okay. And this was all when your mom was still alive?
Yeah.
Okay. Did there come a point in time where you just stopped going there, or they expelled you?
Or I just stopped going and then transferred me.
They transferred you? When they transferred you, was that upsetting to you?
Yeah.
Okay. When you got transferred, were you still going out with Emily?
Stopped talking.
You stopped talking to her after the fight, or when you started having these bad grades?
Having bad grades.
So other than the gun being cool, why did you need a gun like that? Just because you wanted it?
To feel safe.
To feel safe? Okay, we'll talk about that a little bit. All right, you go to the hospital, the doctors clear you. And you're talking about demons. What are the demons?
The voices.
Well, tell me about it. What are the voices about?
It's another voice, the evil side.
Okay. And how long has that voice been going on?
Years.
Okay. When did it start, you think? When your mom passed?
It started worse when my mom passed.
Okay. Did it start, how many years before your mom passed, do you think?
When my father died.
Okay. Did you ever tell anybody about the voice? Never? And what does the voice say to you? Well, what does it tell you to do?
Burn, kill, destroy.
Okay, burn, kill, destroy what?
Anything.
Okay. But have you ever burned, killed, or destroyed anything? What have you burned, killed, or destroyed?
I burned just fire. Just set fire.
To what?
In the pit. Fire.
Oh, a fire pit. Okay, well, when the voice told you burn something, you built a fire pit. What's destructive about that? That's what fire pits are made for. What else did the voice tell you to do that's...
Kill animals.
Okay, have you ever killed animals?
Yes.
What kind of animals?
Birds.
Birds? Wild birds or people's
Birds.
pets? How do you kill
Wild
them?
birds.
How do you kill them?
Wait for them. Kill them.
Oh, can't catch them, so how are you waiting for them?
Wait out in the grass. Wait for a bird to come up.
There's no way, man. I'm a bird lover. There's no way. You can't catch a bird, Holmes.
No, I mean like
With a pelican? Oh, okay. Where's your pelican?
it broke.
Okay. All right, so the voices tell you to hurt animals and start fires in the fire pit. All right, you never told anybody. You never told your mom? You never told your brother? You told Zach about it. All right, now I asked you earlier what Zach's phone number was. Do you really remember it or not?
No.
Where's your phone at now? Was it on you when the police stopped you?
No.
What'd you do with it?
I don't know. I lost it.
But is Zach's phone number in your... No?
I don't
When was the last time you spoke to Zach?
Last month.
Okay, where's he living with? Who's he living with? You're staying with your friend brother. Who's he staying with?
I don't know.
You don't know? When you talked to him last month, did he tell you who he was staying with?
No.
Is he staying with some kind of relative? know the family friend's name?
I'm trying to remember.
Okay, well, you think about that while we're talking. Because other than Zach, who else have you told about this voice?
No one.
No one. Okay. And I can't remember, did you say you told your mom before she passed? No? Okay, so Zach's the only one you ever told. How about Emily? Did you ever tell Emily about the voice?
I think I did.
You think you did? You're not sure, though?
Not sure.
You know Emily's last name?
Renner.
Brenner? Okay. Is she still a student out there?
Huh?
Is she still a student out at Douglas?
She doesn't go to Douglas.
She doesn't go to Douglas anymore? All right, so let's talk about the last couple days. When was the last time you heard the voice?
Yesterday.
And what time was it yesterday?
It was at night.
Okay. And where were you at?
Work.
You were at work? So you're at Dollar Tree. And what's the voice telling you?
To hurt people.
To hurt people. Hurt people at Dollar Tree? Or hurt people?
Hurt people in general.
Okay. Doesn't say specifically who? All right. So what happens? Did you hear the voice this morning or no? Hey, what's the voice saying this morning? Okay, let's talk about it. Did the voice didn't tell you to take Uber, right?
Yes, it did.
It did?
Yes.
The voice said take Uber.
Yes.
Did
The voice is in me.
You're the voice.
In here.
Okay, it's in your head.
Yes.
Is it a male voice or a female voice?
Male.
Male? Can you tell how old the voice is?
My age.
Okay. Do you have a good voice too, or just a bad voice? Is there a voice inside you that says, do good things? No?
It's always bad.
Can't be. You held down the job for 2 years. If you were doing things bad, you wouldn't be able to hold the job down for 2 years, right? Okay. I mean, look.
It's me and then my bad side.
I understand. Everybody's got a quote good and bad side. There's people.
No, it's a voice. The voice is in here, and then it's me. It's just regular me. Just trying to be a good person.
Okay. But obviously, again, when you say it's a voice, it's you. It's all you. The voice is you as well.
Yeah.
The voice didn't force you to do anything, right?
No, the voice did. It's two voices.
Uh-huh.
There's one half that's the good and then the bad.
Yeah. Okay, the voice tells me to go to lunch and not pay for my meal, but I pay for my meal because I know that's the right thing to do, right? You've asked 2 or 3 times to me today that you don't deserve stuff. I understand that. But the bad side is you as well. Everybody's got a good and a bad side. You know,
Really?
do you have any other family members, like uncles or aunts or anything?
Yes.
Where do they live?
New York.
New York, or what city in New York?
I don't know.
Upstate or the big city, or?
In New York, that's all I know.
When your mom passed away, why didn't any of your relatives take you in?
No will.
No will?
No.
What does that mean?
Living will.
Yeah, but I don't have to have a living will. If my sister's kids die, I'm going to take them in and help them out. Was somebody helping you financially other than yourself pay your bills? Were any of your relatives sending you money? So you're paying all your own bills yourself? I mean, you're 19.
Mom's money.
Oh, your mom's money when she passed? Was it insurance money or what she had in the bank?
I don't know.
Pay you money to work in their business if they think that you're stupid. So, huh?
I felt like it just felt bad for me.
Who felt bad for you? Dollar Tree?
The workers.
Not even you believe that.
I do believe it.
That they kept you on because they felt bad for you. Why? You were working there before your mom passed away. Why did they feel bad for you? Did they know you before? I mean, you filled out an application, right?
My mother did it for me.
Okay, but they had to interview you. They didn't interview your mother for the job, right?
There was no interview.
Okay, so they just hired you outright.
It was like Christmas time. Fill out an application for me. That's Dollar Tree. They saw me. She was the love of my life.
Alright. You ever talk to any other girls since then?
Yes.
Okay. Ever go out with any of them?
Yes.
And did you have a city picked out for what park you wanted to do? No? What
I didn't want to do it.
What kept you from doing it?
My bad side. The demon.
No, but what stopped you from doing it at the park?
I don't know.
You did it 3 weeks ago, the note, but then you didn't do it at the park. So why do you think you didn't do it at the park?
Fuck, I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't know.
When you had that gun, did brother know? I mean, again, I'm not trying to get brother in trouble. Did you hide it from brother's family, or did they know you had it?
They knew I had it.
Okay, because you legally bought it, but so you didn't hide it from anybody. Okay, and you only fired a couple times in your mom's garage before she passed. You never been to the range with it at all. You said you were a coward.
Oh yeah. I am.
But you wanted to be an Army Ranger.
Yes.
Was anybody in your family in the Army?
I believe my father was in the Marines.
Marine. Okay.
I never met my real parents.
They're adopted?
I'm adopted.
Okay. How long have you known you're adopted? Your whole life? How long?
My mother told me.
When was that?
I can't remember what she told me.
Before or after your dad died?
Before, after my dad died, but a long time took for her to say something before I realized.
Okay. Well, that made you feel that you were adopted. I mean, your family was always, were they good to you? Even though they weren't your biological parents, did they treat you like you were their kid? I mean, they treat you good?
I think, yes and no.
Well, what was the no? What they do that wasn't good?
Put me down.
Put you down what? Like, demeaning?
Just put me down, make me feel bad.
I mean, why'd they make you feel bad? About what?
That I was crazy, stupid,
Okay.
worthless.
Is Zach the biological son? Or is he adopted too?
We got adopted from the same mother, supposedly.
Okay, so you guys are biological brothers, but did they treat Zach the same way, or just you?
Zach the same way.
Okay. Do you ever, do anything to scare you, other than maybe tell you to put your hands up? No?
My father was in the Marines.
Marine? Okay. Do they think you're stupid?
Probably now.
Probably now, but that's what you just said, but I'm talking about when they went out with you, they had to say yes to go out with you, right? No girl's gonna go out with somebody who they think is stupid. So.
I don't know why.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that. So, all this I'm stupid, you got, well, in a term, you're stupid, I don't think you're mentally deficient. You made some poor decisions, obviously, but that doesn't make you stupid. Okay?
I told you it's true.
I understand that. So all this, the demon is because you got disrespected by in front of your peers. All right? I'm gonna go back and see what everybody's doing as far as what they need me to do.
You're not a psychologist or anything, or?
No, I'm not. I'm a 59-year-old man who's raised 3 children, so I guess that makes me somewhat of a psychologist.
I think you can give me a psychologist here.
I can certainly ask.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a psychologist before?
No. Thank you.
Thank you. Have all the policemen, other than the circumstances, been kind of bad today? Have anybody treated you unfairly? No?
No. Sure.
Anybody even yell at you?
I mean, when I get pulled over, they have...
No, but I mean today, did anybody yell at you?
No.
You know, do anything to scare you, other than maybe tell you to put your hands up? No? All right. Is there anybody whose number you know you want me to call?
I
Hmm?
don't remember the numbers in my
Well,
phone.
If you had your phone, who would you want me to call for you? Let them know where you're at. Do you have a best friend? So who do you want me to call?
I'm trying to think. Rob.
Rob? What's he, from work or from school?
He's a New York family relative.
What relation is he to you?
Parents. So parents knew him, and I
Oh,
when
okay.
I was a kid, and
All right. But he's in your phone under Rob?
I believe.
Okay. Let me see if I can get the phone. The water's still there if you need it. You sure you want something else to eat? Like to drink or eat? Once again, I grabbed the wrong key. Okay. Maybe that's he's student, maybe I can't get the door.
So you just heard a long exchange between the detective there and Nikolas Cruz, covering several topics. What you're looking at now, Cruz appeared to pick something off the floor and is using it to scrape the skin on his forearm there. But among the issues they discussed were how Cruz was able to buy those guns. He seemed to indicate to the detective that he was able to buy those guns legally. And then the detective also asked him about the issues with Cruz going to school, talking about several fights that he had and the reasons he stopped going to school. When asked why he purchased the gun like the one he had on him the day of the shooting, Cruz told the detective he purchased guns in order to feel safe. He repeatedly refers to his evil side or his demon and says that that evil side got worse when his mother died. As for what sort of influence that evil side had on him, he told the detective, you heard, that it told him to burn, kill, and destroy. He said the voice was telling him to do things like start fires and kill animals. He discussed killing birds. And he also seemed very reluctant to share information about his brother, Zachary Cruz, saying that the last time he had spoken to him was about a month prior. Again, he did talk about killing several animals and said that his bad side and demon is what actually led him to commit those horrible shootings on February 14th. He said the bad side also told him to shoot up a park, but he never followed through with that and says he's not sure why. So very little insight in terms of why that day, why Stoneman Douglas High School, why this happened the way it did. He also spoke about his parents. The detective asked if his parents, who are both deceased, treated him well. Cruz's answer was yes and no. He elaborated saying that they put him down, that they made him feel bad. He used the word crazy, stupid, and worthless. At another point, when the detective said he was going to go get a status check, Cruz asked the detective if he was a psychologist, at which point the detective explains that he is not, but that he is, something of a psychologist as a father of several children. And at that point, Cruz says, "Can you get a psychologist?" So he is then asked by the detective if he's ever seen a psychologist before, if he's ever been evaluated professionally. Now, Cruz tells him that he has not. Another moment is when the detective asks him, which he has done repeatedly throughout the exchange, if there's anyone he can call for Cruz, if there's anyone he should reach out to on his behalf. And for several moments, Cruz seems to struggle to find a name, anyone that he could recommend be contacted on his behalf. Eventually, he uses the name of a person who he says is a friend or was a friend of his parents. That person lives in New York State. So when the detective asked if he had a best friend or anyone local that he could contact, Cruz was seemingly unable to answer. So at that point in the interview, the detective does leave the room briefly and says he's going to check on what happens next, and that he would also check on getting in touch with someone for Nikolas Cruz. So again, at this point in the interview, Cruz has attributed much of his behavior, specifically the actions of February 14th, to hearing a bad voice and his bad side, his evil side. But the detective did confront him on that topic, saying that, in the end, the evil side, the bad side, or that demon is Cruz himself. Cruz seemed to be confused at that point, saying, "What do you mean?" And the detective said that, that is you. Those actions were committed by you. The evil side, the bad side, is still you. So not really clear if Cruz was understanding that, or if he's being completely forthcoming with the detective at this point. Already on several points we know that those were not accurate or truthful answers he was giving to the detective. But here he's coming back in with some paperwork, so we're going to stop back in and take a listen to what he decides to discuss with
You with the water, right? You put that over here. You definitely don't want the water, huh? All right, the school, the psychologist.
It's been, while we were growing up, he's been abusive.
What kind of abusive?
Name calling.
Okay, name calling. Shit, brothers do that every day of the week. Sisters too.
It was constant.
Okay, but you have a good enough feeling towards your brother where you share with him probably one of the only secrets that you have these voices, right? So you have a decent relationship with your brother, right?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know if he cares.
You stop talking to him?
No, tell me to hurt myself.
How would you hurt yourself?
Cut.
You're a cutter?
I'm a cutter.
All right. When was the last time you cut yourself?
Earlier,
Earlier when?
when I was fishing.
Earlier today or
Earlier today.
Where were you fishing at today?
At a lake.
Okay, before the school shooting?
Yes.
What did you cut yourself with?
Knife.
Those little scratches on your arms? Look at them. Come on, man. I get worse scratches weeding my flower bed than that. You weren't trying to hurt yourself.
Yes, I was. It wasn't sharp enough.
Wasn't sharp enough?
No.
How many knives you held?
4, 5
How long you been cutting yourself?
years.
You ever cut yourself where you had to go to the hospital and get stitches?
No.
Okay,
Cut
so
myself to the point where it just starts pouring.
okay, but how'd you get it to stop?
Pour hydrogen peroxide.
Okay. Did your mom know you were a cutter?
I don't know.
Did you ever see your arms and say what happened to your arms? No?
No.
How about your brother? Did your brother know you were a
I
cutter?
believe he knows.
Is your brother a cutter?
No.
So, when you cut yourself, it's because the voice just told you to cut yourself. And if you didn't talk or you didn't listen to the voice, then you were going to be alone because your voice was your only friend. That's kind of what you're saying. even though you have a biological brother. Do you get along with anybody at work?
No, I try to get along with everyone.
You ever go out after work with people, you know, drinking, or go to, you know?
I was by myself.
Yeah?
And my,
When you go fishing, you ever go by yourself?
and the team.
Okay, do you go fishing by yourself?
Yes.
Or do you ever go fishing with anybody else?
No.
No? Well, like I said, you know, this post that's talking about being a school shooter, you remember the Maverick shotgun, right? Do you remember earlier when me and you were talking and I asked you if you had any other guns and you said no?
Did I say no?
Well, you said BB gun. You didn't mention the Maverick shotgun. That I would remember.
No, I do have guns. I have a lot.
Huh?
I do.
You do remember saying that?
Yeah, I believe. Did I?
No, you never told me about the Maverick shotgun. I'm trying to figure out...
I told you I had other guns, right?
Well, you never told me about a Maverick shotgun is what I'm trying to get at. Is,
Okay.
did you what other guns do you have?
High point.
A high point, what caliber?
9.
And when did you buy that? Before or after the...
Before my mother died.
Okay. And did you buy that legitimately? At a gun store, or you bought it on the street?
Bought everything at a gun shop.
Same gun shop?
No, different ones.
Okay.
I just can't remember.
Okay. The high point 9mm, what else you own? What other kind of gun?
Two shotguns.
3 shotguns?
Yeah, I had 3 shotguns.
Okay, so the Maverick, what other kind of shotgun?
Remington,
Remington, what gauge?
same.
12?
12.
And what other ones?
Mossberg,
Mossberg, what gauge?
12.
12. And what else? 3 shotguns, the AR-15, and 9mm high point. What other guns?
AK.
An AK-47?
Yes.
Okay. When did you buy that?
Recently.
When was that? I mean, days or weeks or months?
Months.
Months? All legitimately bought under your name?
Yes.
No problem for you, right? What does he like about me? I'm kind of grinning because I want to know what the voice's problem is with me. What doesn't he like about me? I treat you fairly. Four? You got ammunition for all 4? And they're all at brother's house?
Yeah.
Where do you keep them?
Safe.
Safe? Is there a combination to the safe?
No.
It's unlocked?
It's a key.
Where's the key?
In my drawer.
Your drawer at the house?
Yes.
With the drawer to what?
The safe.
Okay, but the key to get in the safe is in the drawer in the safe? Where is the key to open the safe?
Shelf thing.
Shelf thing of what? Like a desk?
The dresser.
Okay. Is it the only key on a ring, or is there other keys?
Just that one. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, just that one.
You keep the gun safe locked all the time? Why do you do that?
To protect myself.
Protect yourself from
And
what?
From my voice.
Okay. So you keep it locked to keep the voice from getting into the gun? Since me and you have been talking, have you heard the voices? What's it said?
Saying cut yourself.
For you to cut yourself. Does the voice like me?
Huh?
Does the voice like me?
He doesn't trust you.
Why doesn't he trust me? I'm pretty relaxed, ain't I?
I'm trying to figure that out too.
Well, what does he like about me? I'm kind of grinning because I want to know what the voice's problem is with me. What doesn't he like about me? I treated you fairly. I've given you water. I talked nice to you. You know.
You're too nice.
I'm too nice.
Yeah.
How many times has the voice talked to you while we've been in the room here together?
A lot.
Has the voice said, jump out of the chair and do anything bad to that policeman?
Saying kill yourself now.
I don't really believe there is a voice, to be honest with you.
Voice.
No, I don't think there is.
I'm telling you the truth. There is.
No. I mean, I feel you probably want to kill yourself because of what happened, but...
No, the voice is telling me to kill myself.
Okay, but the voice is telling you that the AR-15s is... You like guns, man. You want to be a ranger. You like guns. It's all right. There's cops like that. There's cops who got 50 million guns. You didn't buy guns because the voice said, hey, today I like Mossbergs, tomorrow I like AR-15s. You like guns.
Can you call the psychologist?
I already got the questions from some of the psychologists. Some of the questions I asked you were from. Yeah.
I see.
That's what I asked you. You ready?
No.
Voices. Are they inside or outside of your head? What did the voices say? These are all questions I asked you. How many voices? You said one. Whose voice do you think it was? You didn't know.
What's wrong with me?
I don't know. I don't understand why you can't admit you like guns. There's lots of guys who like
It's a voice. Oh, fuck.
You never...
I don't believe in God.
What do you believe in? You didn't talk about the voices? You ever go to church?
I wanted to.
No, I'm saying ever in your life.
Yeah.
Do you believe in God?
I don't believe in God.
What do you believe in?
I feel like there's something.
Okay. But if you believe in demons, do you believe in angels? Angels is the good. Demons are the bad. When you say the word demon, you think it's an evil spirit? Or what do you think it is?
A voice. Demon voice.
Okay, but going back, do you believe that there's good angels and God and afterlife, and when your mom passed away, that your mom is somewhere right now?
I feel like there's an afterlife.
Okay, so do you believe your mom's somewhere, even though she's passed away, she's somewhere else? Okay. But you never went to church or anything like that?
No.
You ever just, maybe think about when you were hearing the voices, go to see a preacher or a priest or something like that?
It was just one day where I was riding my bike and the voice told me not to go anywhere, just to ride.
Mm-hmm. Sound good? And what are the lyrics to that? I mean, you don't have to sing it to me, please. But what are the lyrics about?
Go home.
Huh?
Go home.
Go home?
Go home. Stuff. It's all mixed together.
Okay, but, again, is it a song about a girl? Is it a song about...
Song about a girl and dying.
Okay, so it's a song about suicide? And what's it called?
Mock Dream. Holiday.
Mock Dream.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
You know how to spell it? Because I want to listen to it just so I understand what you're talking about. Hold on one second.
What else?
Oh, you listen to more than one song? What other song do you listen to? Russian music. What do you mean Russian music? Like
Russian bass.
Russian what?
Bass.
Bass? That's a group or that's a style?
Style.
Okay, what is that, like just instruments?
Just a lot of sad songs.
Alright. Did you pick the music yourself?
I did.
Okay, but do you always listen to German music? You listen to the Russian and German?
Yeah, the Russian, the German, the sad, the suicidal.
Okay, well, do you speak German?
No.
Do you speak Russian?
No.
Then how do you know what the lyrics mean?
I don't.
So they could be happy, right?
I don't know if they're happy or not.
Well, again, you don't because you can't speak it.
The demon chose it, I didn't choose it.
But you have them on how long do you think you had them on your playlist?
For a long time.
Okay, so you listened to them a lot of times? And you never wanted to know what the lyrics were?
whatever he chooses.
Music that the demon helped you pick out, but you picked out some of them. I'm just having a tough time understanding this demon thing.
I know. Nobody understands.
Well, I mean, you have your brother. I mean, I understand your brother, and you don't get along all the time, but how much did you pay rent-wise?
Food.
Food?
Food.
Huh. I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know either. It don't make any sense.
I don't know. Why the fuck? Why the fuck?
I don't know. The demon is this
I don't know why.
all-powerful thing to tell you to do bad things, and you're afraid of it. Why didn't the demon just take over right then when Ian was getting the best of you and get the best of Ian? Well, why did the demon not do that? Why do you think?
Trying to figure that out.
I don't know. I can't figure it out either, because I don't think the demon exists.
Can I think?
I don't think it exists.
No, like. Can I think?
I think the demon. Go ahead, what?
Am I able to, like, think to myself about it?
Yeah, sure.
That's all I'm asking.
Hey, you can think all you want.
No, I'm just thinking about the demon.
Alright. Well, you want me, I'll leave you to think for a while, and then I'll come back and talk to you. I personally, I think you're using the demon as an excuse.
I'm not. I promise.
You could have stopped the demon by getting a prescription for marijuana. You could have stopped the demon by getting a prescription for Xanax. You could have stopped the demon by illegally doing marijuana, which you were doing anyway. You could have stopped the demon by doing Xanax illegally, which you were doing anyway. You could have stopped the demon anytime you want. You didn't want to stop the demon.
No, that's not true.
You didn't. You could have. I've given you 4 ways you could have stopped the demon, man. Okay, now you're just acting like that because...
No.
Okay, well, relax. You're just acting like that because I'm making sense. Calm down. I'm making sense, and you don't like when it makes sense.
No.
Because it doesn't fit into the story you're telling right now.
I'm telling you the story. It's just true.
Well, why are you looking at your arm now?
I'm trying to understand why.
Well, why didn't you want to stop the demon?
I don't know.
Because I think you like the demon.
No, I don't.
Why didn't you stop it then?
I don't like the demon. I don't like the demon. I don't like the demon. I don't like the demon.
That's if the demon even exists.
Can I get an attorney or something?
You want what, an attorney?
Yeah.
Did the demon, or the voice just tell you to get an attorney? Okay. We tell the voice that don't hit yourself in the head, because the attorney, the demon just requested I will stop talking to you.
I'm scared.
You're scared of what?
I'm scared of the fuck wouldn't he protect me?
What?
Why wouldn't he protect me, man?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't he protect me?
Alright, well, again, your demon wants an attorney. Does the demon know an attorney? Any name in particular? Okay. Alright, well, just relax. You're done talking to me. Alright?
Yeah.
Calm down. Once again, I grabbed the wrong key. If you need something, just yell. My desk is on the other side of the room, all right? I'm just on the other side of the wall.
Joe.
right, do me a favor. Stay seated. Put your hands kind of sit forward in the chair. Put your butt this way a little bit. I'm going to put handcuffs behind you since you keep talking about hurting yourself. All right. Hold on. Put your hand behind your back. No, not behind the chair. Behind your back. I don't want to make you that uncomfortable. But if you sit forward, you won't put pressure on yourself. No, you don't have to lean forward. Just bring your butt this way. Come on down the chair a little bit. Lift your butt out of the chair. Now sit back down so you have room so you're not sitting on your arms. Okay? That's so you don't hurt yourself. All right?
Why don't you want me to hurt myself?
Because what did the demon say about me? I'm a nice guy. Right? Why would I want to have you hurt? Okay?
Yeah.
If you need something, just yell. I'll be right back. My office is just on the other side of that wall.
And this is Amy Viteri again joining you as we try to recap what we just witnessed between the interview with the detective and Nikolas Cruz. For the first time now, he has put Cruz's hands in restraints. I know this is something a lot of people were talking about. Cruz repeatedly trying to injure his forearm there, scratching away at that. It seemed like hard to tell, but the detective initially wasn't aware that Cruz had been cutting himself when he left the room on a previous time, and Cruz trying to indicate that he had been cutting himself. And I know a lot of people watching were saying he just did that to his arm and he started doing it again here. This is the most frustrated that we have seen Nikolas Cruz throughout this interview, when the detective repeatedly tells him, confronts him rather, on this notion of a demon telling him what to do. The detective flat out saying, I don't believe you, and you wanted to do this. You've indicated your fascination with guns, and this is something you wanted to do. There is no demon, in fact. And at that point, Cruz became extremely frustrated, started hitting his head at one point. He did at one moment ask for an attorney and said he was scared, presumably of the demon he keeps referencing. And when the detective did leave the room for a moment, Cruz kept whispering to himself, why didn't he kill me? Why didn't he kill me? And help me. So those are some of the things that he kept repeating. Again, Cruz asked at one point during this exchange for a psychologist. It seems like he wants to talk to someone about his mental state. He also touched on his relationship with his brother, Zachary Cruz, calling him abusive, said that his brother would call him names, indicating some type of bullying behavior, at which point the detective responded saying every sibling relationship in the country has moments of that sort of thing. But Cruz said that the relationship was abusive and continued to insist on that. Now, watching him sitting in the chair, he is squirming, uncomfortable with those restraints, with his hands behind his back, and appears to be reaching around toward the front of his hospital gown, but also shackled to the floor there by an ankle, as you can see. So really not anywhere he can go. Another thing that he discussed was the amount of guns that he owns. He referenced at least 3 shotguns and a couple other types of guns. When the detective asked him about where those guns were, well, first of all, he asked him where he bought them, and Cruz seemed to indicate that all of them were bought legally, that he went to actual gun shops to make those purchases. He said that the guns were kept in a safe to protect them, and he said that he had the key to that safe, and when asked why they were kept in a safe by the detective, Cruz said to protect himself. that the voice had been telling him to kill himself. Again, at that point, the detective challenged him, saying that he didn't really believe this whole concept of a demon telling him what to do. So there seemed to be a lot of pushback from the detective challenging Cruz on the demon or the evil voice as a reason for doing some of the things that he did. The investigator actually says, you like guns, you wanted to be in the armed services, and that's okay, you don't have to make up this voice. So that's when we saw Cruz get extremely frustrated, and now that the detective has left him in the room again, he's squirming with his wrist restraints and his ankle restraint, and we are waiting to see what will happen when the detective comes back into the room. Although again, at one point during that last exchange, Cruz got visibly frustrated and said that he wanted an attorney. So we'll let you listen. No one in the room right now, but if you want to listen to the room, here you go.
Do you want water?
Just a little.
What?
Just a little.
All right, well, it's up because you got slobber all over it. Yep. Yeah. Just give him a little drink. Where am I going? The bathroom's over here. It's fucking dark in there. All right, hold your head back a little bit. You don't want water, or you do? Yes, go on.
Alright.
Do you want it or not? I'm not coming back again.
Okay.
You were just trying to drink it. One more?
A little more. Okay.
Okay, I don't need water out here, so you don't do anything to misbehave with the water, all right? You got your handcuffs on? You doing all right? You want some more water?
Yeah.
Okay, well, do it there, put your head back. You got your handcuffs on? Let me make sure your handcuffs are still on. You haven't squeezed them there, it's still really loose. Okay, sit back.
It's tight.
Not tight. Open your mouth a little bit. You want one more? What's that from? That's it. Oh, it's the sticker on the end.
It's on me.
No, it's on the thing. You want more?
One more.
Okay. Like I said, I'll be back in just a little bit. I just don't want to see you doing anything to hurt yourself, because that's all you keep talking about. So that's why I have the handcuffs on you. If you weren't talking like that, I'd take the handcuffs off you. Okay. One more? All right, I'll be back. You doing all right?
Yeah.
Bring some more water in. Handcuffs still on?
Yeah.
Let me see. They're still pretty loose. They're not hurting you, right? That was really... Which one? This one?
Yeah.
I did talk to Zach, he's right here. Okay, well, listen up though. If you want to talk to Zach because of some of the things you said, I'm going to have to sit in the room. I'm not going to talk to you, I'm not going to ask you any questions, but I can't leave you two alone because some of the things you said about harming yourself.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk to Zach?
Yes.
Okay, Zach, have a seat. And again, I'm not saying anything at all. So.
What do you think Mom would think right now? If she would cry. She would cry. You're people think you're a monster now. A monster? You don't have anything. You're not acting like yourself. Like, why? Like, we've. This is not who you are. Like. Come on, why'd you do this? This is, don't even laugh at me. Dude, this isn't, I tried, what happened to your Instagram? I tried to text you like literally a couple of days ago because I had this bad feeling in my heart. What happened to your Instagram? Why'd you text me? Or what happened to it? Why'd you stop with your social media? People. What do you mean people, dude? Is irrelevant people. What? Who? Tell me exactly who. Who made you delete your Instagram? Who? People. What people? Just people. Do you think this is not even a game? You're not gonna wake up and be out of here. I know. You remember when we were in the hospital and I told you I had your back? Remember when Mom died? Remember we were walking down the hallway and I told you? You don't remember. You probably don't because you just did some fucked up shit. I told you when we were walking down the hallway, that's just me and you and I had your back. Alright, I know you probably feel like you have nobody, but I care about you. I literally would pour my heart out for you. I know I make it seem like I didn't care about you at all. I know I made it seem like when we were growing up that I hated you, I didn't like you. But truth is, I just didn't want to look like, I didn't want to look weak. I love you with all my heart. Like, I will tell you, I'm telling you right now, I love you. Alright, I know what you did today. Other people look at me like I'm crazy for you, and I don't care what other people think. Like, you're my brother. I love you. I want you to. You can't. Why are you? Can I hug him?
Yeah. As long as you.
Dude, I love you too, bro. I know what you've gone through, though. That's okay, bro. I know how you grow up. I know that people don't understand you, but I understand. Yeah, I don't. You don't know what you want to do with your life. You didn't know what you want to do with your life. How did you not know what you want to do with your life? You talk about the army.
I know.
You talk about. I think that's really it. I mean, you never really told me about what you want to do with your whole life. You couldn't. Why would you jeopardize that? Like, you can't even own a gun now. You can't even. Man, it's not even about the gun. I don't know why I'm talking about that. You're only 19. You know how many years you had ahead of you? You know how many years you had? Years. You're still stuck in your teenage mindset and you did this dumb shit. You're not thinking about your future.
I still care for you.
What? I still love you.
I still love you too.
Bro, like, I mean, I wish I could have prevented this. Because I feel like this is a big part of, like, my fault also. Because, you know, we grew up together. Like, I know I was the nicest to you. I know I probably made you feel like shit. And you told me that, I'm pretty sure that you told me that I made you want to kill yourself or something. And I'm sorry that I grew up being a dumb jerk to you and made fun of you and didn't want you to hang out with my friends even though there's nothing wrong. Like, I think about it, like, I don't know, man. I don't even know how to talk right now. You can't even see Kobe anymore, or Maisie. And that's what you would text me, you'd be like, oh, how are Kobe, how amazing, and they're good. Like, dude, you had me, though. I swear, like, I even cried, dude. I think I've thought about, like, you killing yourself, and I cry about it. And by myself, I think, damn, like, this kid, like, if he killed himself, like, I would feel like shit, because this is my brother, like, I love him.
I'm a failure, dude.
I mean,
no question about it.
nah, dude, you're lost. You're not in your head. Like, you're not with yourself. I feel like you're caught up in something in your head. You're not right in the head. That's for sure. You're not right in the head. Even though we chilled and, like, I've understood you and, like, you remember those days when we go to the pool?
Yeah.
And we talk going there and walking back about crazy shit. Like, I like hanging out with you, dog, but you know, like, we have different, like, thought, like, we didn't really, like, I don't know, we do different stuff. That's why I wasn't always there. You know, I like to skate, you like to guns. You like guns. That's all I knew. I didn't feel it like that. I was like, I don't even want to leave. I want to stay here with you, but I can't, dude. I want to talk to you. Like, I would love to just talk to you one-on-one without anybody. Like, I wish you could just get up and walk with me and we could walk it, but nope. You can't talk. You can't do none of that.
Alright, well, like I said, I gave you guys some time together.
Thank you.
No, I understand that now.
I'm gonna come to your trials. I'm coming to everything. All right. I'll come see you whenever I'm allowed to. I will have everything. I swear to God, every time I have the chance to see you, I will come see you.
Thank you.
I swear on everything I love, I will come see you every chance I am given. All right. No matter what happens, I'm gonna come see you. All right. I'm gonna come see you. I care about you. All right. I'm gonna come see you. All right. I promise. I'm gonna come see you every time. I care about you. All right. I care about you, dog. Like, I hope you know. I care about you. But dude, you really messed up this time. Like, at a point where, like, it's not even, like, a joke. It's not, no one can get you out of this, dog. Like, I'll have another conversation with you another time, alright? Like, I'll try to talk to you, alright?
Like I said, I'll let you guys talk privately, but, you know, his concern for you.
Just stay solid, alright? Just don't hurt yourself, alright? Alright? So just live your life, alright? Please, do not kill yourself, alright? You're given one life, like, you don't understand, I don't think you understand that. You're given one life. You only can live one time. Alright, don't just end it because you don't like how it is. Live your life, see how it is. Even if it's gonna feel hopeless, if it feels hopeless, you just gotta push through, dog. That's all I can tell you right now. Alright?
Okay.
Alright, Zach, cool.
Shit. You see, I have to go. I literally can't stay here with you. Like, I want to stay here with you. I don't want to go back out there. Alright? And people are crazy out there right now. I do not want to go back out there, but I have to.
Okay.
Alright? I'm gonna come see you, bro. Please. Don't forget, alright?
Okay.
When you're feeling hopeless, think about me, alright? I love you. I believe.
Well, you're going to have the chance to talk to him on the phone. They have phones and everything over there and everything else, so once he gets situated, he can call you.
Just stay solid, alright? Be strong. Be strong for me, alright? If you're not for yourself, remember, think of me. Be strong for me, please. Because I love you. I don't care about anybody else in my life right now. I don't care about skateboarding. I don't care about nothing. I don't care about being cool. I don't care none of that. I only care about you right now, alright? I don't care what people think about me for thinking that I love you and I care about you. I don't care what nobody thinks. I care about you. I care about you. I don't care what other people think. I just want you to know that I love you, dog. Like, I really do. Like I feel like I had a better bond with you than Mom. Like, alright, so I really gotta go. So
Okay, then.
Alright, so you're going to get the chance to talk to him once he gets phone privileges and they have
I'll see you,
visitation.
alright? I believe you. Just stay solid for me, alright?
I will.
And try to find God, alright?
Okay.
You say you have a demon, try to find God. Because God is good. God will be there for you. Just, when you're thinking in your head, just try to connect with God, alright?
Okay.
Try to see, like, just try to connect with someone except besides negativity in your head. Try to think of positive things, alright?
Yes.
Alright, I love you.
I love you too.
I'll see you, alright? This isn't the last time I'm gonna see you, alright?
Okay.
So, just stay strong, alright?
Okay.
Alright, bro.
I love you.
I love you too. I really do. I love you with all my heart. I don't care about no one else but you right now. I still don't. Even when this wasn't happening, I only care about you. Sorry, that might not make sense, but alright.
Okay, come on, Zach.
I'm just gonna.
I think he understands.
If I keep talking, I'm just gonna keep jumbling my words.
No, that's why I understand. He understands what you're
I have
saying.
to have one more hug. Just one.
Yeah, go ahead, make it quick.
One hug. I want you to know, bro. I really care for you and I love you. All right.
Okay.
You'll get through this. All right. Just stay solid. All right. It's gonna suck for a while, but all right. Just stay strong.
Okay.
Let me see if he wants some more water before I go back to my desk.
Want some more water?
Yes.
Or more? All right, like I said, you wanted to talk to him, so I followed through for you, all right?
Thank you.
No problem. You want anything to eat?
Yes.
All right, well, same thing applies because of the things you said. I'm gonna take your handcuffs off, I'm gonna have to sit in here and watch you eat, all right?
That's fine.
Okay, let me see if I can find something. It may not be nothing but a couple snacks.
Okay.
Say it again?
You want any?
No, I'm good. No, I'm fine. Appreciate you asking. I got more if you want more. I'm just gonna sit with you till you're done, and I can take the water out again.
All right, so you just saw the interaction between Nikolas Cruz and his brother Zachary. If anybody has any
doing all the
questions on
paperwork I need to
Facebook,
do, you
let
all
us
right?
know, and we'll be sure to respond to you,
I gotta
to
get
your
a couple guys
comments
in
in
here
the
to-
comment section.
so
And for
move
those
this
of you
one
who've been
back.
asking why the video seems like it's
All
jumping
right.
around a
We'll
little
do
bit,
that.
keep
Other
in
than that,
mind
you all right?
this interrogation between the detective and Nikolas Cruz lasted nearly 12 hours. So that's a lot of it to go through, and not all of it involves speaking. A lot of it is Cruz sitting there on his own. So we're trying to highlight the moments where there is some interaction and he is speaking about the tragedy that happened on that day. So I'm going to let you just listen into that room and take a look at what's happening. But if you have any questions, just let us know in the comment section and we'll try to get you that information. Right now you're about to see Sheriff's Office deputy come in and remove the ankle restraint on Nikolas Cruz.
Go left. Keep going.
All right, buddy, it's time to go. Stand up. James, when you back?
When we get outside, in my center console, not console, but the
You got a handcuff here on you?
Thank you.
I could bend that and get the handcuffs for you.
Like it.
Let me double that real quick.
For the radio. the whole thing. Yeah, I live in jail, no already, so.
Okay, buddy.
They're kept out of jail?
I figured that much, that's why.
Hey, stand up. You got your pants up? All right.